Hi, and welcome to the Celestial Tea Podcast.
I'm Love.
And I'm Tylen.
And we're two Los Angeles-based astrologers and witches serving up the cosmic tea about your favorite celebrities, musicians, and artists.
As always, if you enjoy our hot takes and breakdowns, please leave us a 5-star review wherever you stream, share with your friends and fam, and follow us on all the socials.
So if you're a pop culture baddie, tune in, get your cup of tea, and get ready to sip from the stars. If you're seeing us in the same continued outfit that maybe you've seen us before, that means this is a part 2 episode.
Yes.
So we cut this episode somewhere that made sense, hopefully, and we are just going to continue playing it right where it left off. So yeah, we hope you enjoy the second part. And that you enjoy the podcast as a whole.
Yes.
All right, here's what you've been waiting for. Poignant.
Oh,
very poignant.
Goodness. Okay.
I wanna create like an audio that's like death chart.
Okay, if this is true that Charlie Kirk is an Aries rising, which I feel like he is, and I feel like
the synastry is wild.
His ascendant point is in the first decan of Aries, a decan ruled by Mars, because to me, Charlie just had so much Martian qualities to him. Then this would indicate that his death occurred when Neptune would have been transiting over his ascendant. And Neptune is all about oneness and spirituality. It's dissolving energy.
Yeah. Dissolving him.
It is. That's what Neptune is all about.
Dissolving his neck skin.
On the essence, right?
Wow. That's kind of wild.
Lilith would have been transiting over his ruling planet, Mars.
Oh.
So there's something up with Lilith.
Yeah, because he was the Lilith incarnate. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, even in Ozzy's chart, like the Lilith energy around the death piece.
Maybe she's the angel of death.
I feel like she definitely could be. So
they're both from like the Torah. They're both in there.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that. On that day, we had Pluto conjunct Athena in Aquarius in a trine to Uranus as well. So yeah, I could definitely see that.
Pluto conjunct Athena. Wow.
Yeah.
Athena's about justice too.
Athena's been transiting through Aquarius.
Oh, I got chills when I said that.
Yeah, she's in a retrograde motion.
Wow.
So yeah, I have my natal Athena in Aquarius, so it's like my Athena return vibes. But yeah, because she's about justice, and especially justice for the collective with the Aquarius piece here. You're like, you want to see a little bit more. That day was at the exact time, it was an Aries moon, Chiron conjunct the moon in Aries. Yeah. Damn. So that was happening, and that would have been in his first house.
Yeah,
he's an Aries rising.
Shit. Wow.
Wow. Mars here was also transiting through Libra, and Mars would have been over his natal sun and Jupiter, which is also another indication of violence and war. Wow. Over literally his identity, his essence, the sun there.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Jesus. And he has his Chiron.
So in his own natal chart, he has Chiron in Virgo in the 6th house.
Yeah, and then they were his...
If it's true, he's an Aries rising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Virgo here.
So then, yeah, it would have been... His natal Chiron would... It wouldn't have been transiting over the sun or...
No, it's too far.
Too far, yeah.
It's an early degree.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
But the Chiron on the moon that day...
That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
That, and then
emotional healing for
I
a lot
really
of people,
feel
I
like
feel, when they watch that video over and over again.
the Neptune piece on his ascendant, that to me
Mm-hmm.
feels like that was my immediate reaction seeing it. I was like, oh, Neptune literally dissolved his body, his essence,
Wow.
back into spirit. So, yeah. All of that happened.
What's his...
And then Saturn would have been in a trine. Because Saturn retrograded back into Pisces. Saturn would have been in a trine to his natal Pluto. And I think that that's maybe what the astrologer was saying. I actually didn't even watch that video. It was sent to us.
Maybe, yeah, that's what they were talking about.
Like,
well, no, they were talking about
Yeah.
the square, but, like, that makes sense, though, that it would activate that placement, that, like...
But it would be a trine, because Saturn is in Pisces.
I know, but they were just looking at his, just
Yeah.
that, not his death,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
If I'm remembering correctly.
But then Pluto would have been... So he has his natal Pluto in Scorpio. And then that would have been happening in a trine to the transiting Pluto. So the square.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
like activating his natal placements.
Yeah,
The other
but
thing-
it wouldn't actually be, though, because the Pluto transiting was in the earlier degrees, and he has Pluto in the third decan. So it wouldn't actually hit an aspect there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The other
It would
thing
just be a by sign, which is what they say.
is you're saying the transit over his rising with the Neptune and Aries.
If that's true, because
It's-
y'all, we don't have his birth time.
Sure.
So
But the Saturn in Pisces is conjunct that too. So
Yeah.
it's like Saturn kind of also being part of
and
that
then
energy.
if that's true, Saturn would be in his 12th house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, transiting through his 12th house. So
A lot of cool karmic indications, basically.
And then Jupiter, if it is true that he's a Aries rising, Jupiter would be transiting through his 4th house, which that to me is also interesting because I have heard the theory that Jupiter can represent death more so than any other planetary energy, which I don't know if I agree with because I feel like Pluto and Black Moon Lilith like take the cake for me. But
maybe what I'm seeing is like because Jupiter rules over Pisces and Pisces is the last sign, maybe it's not death but like endings.
Yes, it's a transition into the spirit realm.
Yes.
But then in the 4th house, it's sort of like
he's being returned to the ancestors.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, wow.
So
let's see what fresh hell we get with Erika, because I low-key feel like she's going to be worse.
Yeah, and that day too, Mercury and the Sun were in Virgo transiting conjunct the South Node. So that piece is interesting because I have a feeling that Charlie as a soul, especially because he has his Gemini South Node, and if it's true that he's an Aries rising, that occurs in his 3rd house. I do feel like his soul has been someone who's spoken out before, who's been someone speaking, sharing what he believes is true, and perhaps was killed for it in another lifetime. Which a lot of people that have Gemini South nodes, we remember that feeling of yes.
Yeah, I forgot you had that past. You've had a few.
I've had quite a few lifetimes of literally like brutal shit, like getting my tongue cut out for being a witch, right? Like Gemini South nodes, because we are so curious and we want to explore, we are then willing to share our ideas. And so that has not always been safe throughout history. So a lot of people that have Gemini South nodes have this remembrance of being killed for sharing, for communicating, for expressing.
I could see that.
I just am saying that because I know this experience firsthand, and I definitely feel like Charlie experienced that too, and this wasn't his first lifetime of of experiencing death for communication. So then, the Mercury over the South Node, sort of amplifying that theme.
Wow.
And then, the other part of this, Nessus was on the North Node that day. I almost forgot to say that piece. I know, I guess, fuck Nessus.
I know. It's like positive, I guess. Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, Nessus, can you get the fuck out of Pisces, though? Like, I'm so over you being in my first house. Like, leave, please. Like,
it's like, go to a place that there's no signs, please. I don't have any placements here. Go to like, I don't know. What's this? I don't have any placements.
And Taurus.
I am by my South Node there, so I'm like, no.
No, not Taurus.
I almost said Taurus, and I was like, shit, I got my South Node there. Like, I don't want some old demons coming back.
Yeah. I mean, he's gonna transit regardless, because
Leo. I have no Leo placements.
That's where my Chiron is.
No. All right, we're all gonna suffer. It's okay.
Okay, yeah. I think that's why it's like, it's important to understand these archetypal foundations, because there's a way that they can show up in a way that is unhealthy and destructive, and then there's ways that we can work with these energies that are supportive and that are healing.
Yep.
Because the other part of Nessus is that Nessus teaches us about our ancestral wounding.
And he just kept spewing the hatred from the ancestral beliefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually is really, really profound.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And in the 8th house for him personally.
Yeah. In the other realms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like we're complete here looking at his death chart.
Yeah.
Let's go into Erika.
Okay. Let me pull up her chart.
Okay. So I think that the thing that really brought these two together, magnetized them together, is their scorpionic energy. And I would also say like the Martian quality too. So for her, she is a Scorpio sun with Mercury conjunct her sun.
And she almost has a Grand Cross too. Kind of.
She has... No, it's technically not a Grand Cross. It's just an opposition.
Like,
yeah. But yeah, she has Pluto also there in Scorpio.
Oh, let me pull up what she looks like, because you said you think she's a Leo rising.
I was gonna say that. Give them the tea. I think this
the big hair definitely is Leo rising.
Leo rising. Leo rising through and through.
She has like the cheek that usually Leos have, like the lower cheeks. Like their like bottom part of their face is like kind of chipmunky.
She has that.
Yeah.
She also used to do beauty pageants. In the same beauty pageant as Pam Bondi. That Trump... Yes, that Trump, like, I guess owned.
Yes, the ones where he said, like, you're expired after, like, 27 or whatever. He's so evil.
Like, what? Okay,
I can see her. I
have no other guess. Like with Charlie, I was
she has like the cat-like features too.
Maybe this Sag energy, but then I was like, no, Charlie's for sure an Aries rising. I did not even like question. I like Leo rising.
I could see it for sure. For sure, she's crying a lot. Definitely
putting on performances, as some people would say.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like.
She kind of like Kelly Clarkson a little bit.
I wonder what Kelly Clarkson is.
I know.
Kelly Clarkson was my first ever concert.
Well, I think she's MAGA, right?
Is she? I have no idea.
I think I'm confusing her with the other. Here, let me see.
Or I think you're thinking about Carrie Underwood.
Yes, that's who I'm confusing her with. No. Yes, it is Carrie Underwood. It is Carrie Underwood. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I'm going to see if we can pull up Kelly Clarkson while you talk about it.
Oh, she's a Taurus. She's giving Taurus.
That makes sense. She's giving
She's
Taurus. I love it. She's giving
Taurus.
Taurus.
But we probably don't have her birth time, do we?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
They say she's a Taurus moon also.
I could see her being
Taurus?
a Taurus rising, too.
A triple Taurus?
Because she looks like a Taurus.
She's Taurus Mercury as well.
Oh, that's why she's such a beautiful singer.
Yeah.
Kelly, thank you for my first ever concert experience. I will never forget it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So it's like her, like, Mercury could be conjunct her moon.
Yeah. I could see her being a Taurus rising too because her body is very lunar. It's like Teresian, but lunar. Okay, we're not talking about Kelly Clarkson though. We're gonna talk about Erika Kirk.
Rather talk about Kelly Clarkson.
I know. I'm like, I would rather talk about Kelly Clarkson. Okay, so some of the other pieces here. She has her sun, in a trine to Mars in Aries. So she has Mars domicile here. Also an Aries moon. Wow. And the moon is in her 9th house if it's true. She's a Leo rising, conjunct her MC.
Wow.
Which this also feels true because Erika, she's older than Charlie Kirk, by the way. Mm-hmm. And she had her own nonprofit. Like, she was already in her entrepreneurial vibes.
The cardinal energy.
I think before they had even met. Like, so that moon on her MC...
It's gonna go for it. Go for what she wants.
Exactly, that Aries energy initiating.
And like a Aries Mars, like that also just go for it, do it, succeed at it.
Yes.
She's probably gonna come out with a book.
100%.
In the 9th house.
Yeah. I mean, she's already initiating all of these donations. To me, it's like, girl, like, you already have this whole company that you built. You're going to be inheriting everything that Charlie built too, millions of dollars. Like, I don't have the numbers, but it's not like you are a struggling widow. And people are still donating. I think she raised like $6 million or something.
What a waste of resources.
That's what I'm saying. That's how.
Where's that money going? Just for her? And her family?
Just for her family and for her.
She's financially well. Now she can start whatever company she wants.
Well, she's going to take over this turning point.
Yeah.
And I would not be surprised if she starts to move more into the political space.
Yeah. I feel like that's what they were grooming her for through this, like, memorial and shit.
Yeah.
Like, why else put fucking firework flames around someone when they come on stage? Like, if you're not trying to get it to, like, stick in your mind.
Yeah.
Her incarnation cross is a collective one. So her destiny it's a left angle cross of uncertainty. So when people have the left angle crosses, they cannot complete their destiny alone. They have to call in other people, and they're supposed to be here to clean up karma for the collective. And so it's their path is interpersonal, it's interwoven.
She has Jupiter in Gemini, and if it is true she's a Leo rising, Jupiter would be rejoicing in the 11th house.
Community, right?
Exactly.
So this incarnation cross, it says, the energy of your cross is to provide the materials and security to reduce the uncertainty. In relationship, we're talking about home, shelter, food, etc. In work, we're talking about product, ideas, or direction. There's an energetic void that you fill. Literally, that's what she's doing right now. There are these people, be it family, work, or community, that have this uncertainty, and you have the energy to provide stability and material goods to quell the uncertainty. It's like multiple levels, right? Like, Charlie is now, his spot is empty. Is she going to fill that spot, right? Yes. Is she going to provide what's needed? she's having this energy to provide stable energy to add to their cause. I do feel that same feeling of like maybe she would go into politics as well. But she's even doing this by becoming the CEO of Turning Point, right? There is a void here and she's filling that void. Yeah. And same like the like energy to provide the materials and security. Literally what you're saying. Like she created that for herself. She's now stepping into that with her husband's like businesses.
Yeah.
And she's getting like philanthropic donations. Like she's getting resources upon she's just like getting all of it.
That's also her place of comfort, because if it is true that she is a Leo rising, then her South Node in Virgo would be in her second house.
Yeah, so she's probably spent lifetimes learning how to cultivate resources and wealth and managing people's probably businesses or things like that.
Yeah, all the Virgoan pieces around money, of analyzing it, of organizing it. And then, right now she's in her nodal return because the North Node is in Pisces.
Yeah.
So this significant event occurred for her in the midst of her nodal return, which her nodal axis then, if this is true, she's a Leo rising, her North Node would be in the 8th house, the house of death.
Right. An inheritance. She's literally getting
other
to be
people's
the CEO
resources
of her husband's business now.
She
just walked into it.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Astrology, wild. Okay, I do want to know though, like if y'all want to sip the tea with us, do you agree that she's a Leo rising? I want to hear if people have other guesses.
Yeah. I think, okay, so I pulled the same like time for the human design chart. So again, it says she's a 5-1, which would make them both 5 lines, both like wanting to share, wanting to make a difference in the world. And if she like had her own businesses and things already, but 5-1s are called challenge solvers. So they're here to the 1 lines doing the deep research, doing the analysis, figuring out with like testing out hypotheses through research, and then sharing that knowledge. So it's like through what she's learned, she turns that into useful information for others. So like probably something with whatever her business was centered on, right? Probably has some kind of sharing and making things better. And I said that they're ahead of the curve, that they can see patterns, they can see things and pick up on things. It says she's a generator. So that makes sense, right? Like she doesn't seem to me energetically like a manifester or like a projector, different things like that. She's quad split, which I find very interesting. That's pretty rare for your definition. Most people have single definition or split definition. So it's like she has like 4 different like motor systems within her, which I feel like could kind of be like the Leo energy, right? If she's a Leo rising, like pulling from this energy center, pulling from that energy center, pulling from this one, like making decisions differently. So she has she does have another channel I forgot to look up. So she has 1 channel from her head to her 3rd eye, a channel that connects her throat to her identity center, a channel that connects her heart to her solar plexus, and then she has a channel that connects her sacral to her root. And the only energy center she doesn't have defined is her spleen. So that's really interesting. Like just like powerhouse, I feel like she has so much already predetermined for her, which I do get the sense that like she doesn't let a lot of people influence her. I feel that strength.
Yeah, that's the Aries energy too. I feel like it is strong, and then if it is true she's a Leo rising.
Yeah, so I pulled some of her channels. I didn't see the other ones because they were tiny. So she has the channel of awakening. So this is about being and loving yourself and empowering others to do the same. So they're supposed to love and accept themselves, and that naturally will influence others. And And how she communicates is always going to be linked to herself, her identity. So that kind of makes sense as well. And when people criticize you, you feel as if or criticize things, you feel as if they're criticizing you. Like, it's very Cancerian, taking things personal type of vibes. And so it's about this channel, the challenge is to notice when you're just trying to seek like attention.
That's Leo rising.
Yes.
Yeah.
And learning how to trust that like you'll be recognized in the right environment. So she has that channel. She also has the channel of abstraction, making sense of the past. Feel like we're going to see a lot of that. She's probably going to refer to Charlie's death a lot and how it informs why she moved forward the way that she did.
Yeah. How he was a martyr.
And then these people have an active mind, constantly thinking about possibilities, questions, and experiences to make sense of life. They can sometimes have a lot of confusion just because they're seeking understanding. And not fully understand why things happen until they look back. So that's what I'm saying. She's probably going to talk about like in the future, not like in the next week or something. And then she receives insight through abstract images and flashes. So a little bit of psychic pieces here as well. And needing to share her thoughts with by recording, speaking, writing. So again, we talked about having a book, some kind of probably documentary or some shit will come out about this.
That's the 9th house. If it is true she's a Leo rising, that's her moon and her MC and Aries in the 9th house.
She also has the channel of community.
Jupiter in the 11th.
Yes, right? So finding where you fit. So it's about building alliances, marriage, partnership, friendships are the bedrock of their life.
She does have Venus domicile in Libra, so
that also makes sense.
There's a love of relationship dynamics, and especially in the 3rd house, a love of the connection that comes with relationships.
Yes, and she's supposed to seek a place where she belongs, and that she'll know when she meets people if they're right for her or not. So I feel like, again, we're predicting that she'll probably like step more into this community. If it accepts her, right? If it serves her.
Which it will, because she has these ideologies that she also wants to promote. So,
she's already like getting people to fucking fund her.
Exactly.
And she doesn't even need money. And then the last channel was the channel of maturation, committing to completion. That makes sense if she didn't divorce Charlie, but she maybe didn't agree with him, right? Like, if I'm just pondering things, because it's like, I said I was going to do this, so I'm going to do it. Type of thing. And these people, their life works in like cycles. They have to see out the completion of the thing, or if they quit it before it's like complete, they have to like start it over to just to finish out the cycle. So they're very journey driven people, and they're going to be naturally attuned to different cycles. So it makes sense why she was fully stepping up and taking this new chapter with the ending of the cycle, the ending of her husband's life. Very interesting. Like, I feel like that's very powerful, like the gates that she has in her body.
For sure.
And if they do try and co-opt her and like use her for her influence, that could be very powerful.
They already are.
Yeah.
We're already seeing
I mean, like,
that.
to literally like be like a mouthpiece, like how Charlie Kirk was. Like, that's crazy. And her main gift in this lifetime is the gate of power skills. So like, she just has to love what she does, and she has the skills and she has the drive to make it happen. So as long as she aligns with it, she'll make it happen.
Yeah, that's also the like determination of Aries, I feel like, especially with domicile, Mars.
And it says it's good for these people to like speak with others, have sounding boards, or have perspective, because you can just get sucked in and like, I want to make this happen. And then, like, you're not, like, questioning, like, where am I going? Like, is this good for me?
Yeah.
You know? Like, you're just zoop, gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
And that's, like, part of her incarnation cross, like we saw, like, literally, like, pulling, oh, it's uncertain, I'll make it certain. I'll find a plan, I'll find a path, I'll find a resource.
Yeah.
Which is why I think that that's pretty powerful, so... I don't know, I feel psychically like there's a possibility that they'll take her to the level of Charlie Kirk, but I also feel that if she's already created and made up her mind, because she has that channel of, like, constantly thinking about the possibilities and things, she's probably already thought about this. And if it doesn't fall in line with where she wants to go and what she wants for her life and her family, then she might not step. If she feels like, oh, I could have more here in this realm instead, she might not step into the Republican piece. But if she feels that there's a lot to be gleaned from it that aligns with where she wants to go, then she will. That's kind of what I feel.
Yeah.
Because I feel like she doesn't... Weirdly, I feel like she has this aura of strength around her that's, like, impenetrable, that it's like she can see, like, Charlie's harmful ideologies and maybe not feel like she's letting them into her body and believing in them, but being able to, like, ride that line to make it seem like she's okay with it or not rock the boat or whatever enough to, like, skate by.
That's the traditional wife dynamic, though. And literally Charlie promoted that submit to your wife type of thing. So I could see that, though, because, you know, scorpionic energy is very psychic, especially Mercury and Scorpio, which Charlie also had, like, you know, so I feel like maybe that is accurate. And because if this is true that she's a Scorpio, or if she's a Leo rising, then Scorpio would be in her 4th house
of the ancestral
which
gifts,
might promote then more of a karmic thing within being the mother, being the caretaker in the home. But then we also see Pluto here, which we've discussed this before.
What her home life was like growing up. Fuck.
Probably not good.
Yeah,
probably
that's
very
rough.
challenging. And she was probably indoctrinated into these ideologies from a very young age.
Yeah, I want to, like, look up if we know her.
I actually don't know really anything about her other than the nonprofit that she started and the pageants that she was in.
Yeah, it says that Turning Point is conservative. So what do you mean it's for people of color?
Well, there are conservative people that are people of color. That's what I'm saying. Like, that would be an argument that someone would have.
Sure. It makes sense why she won Miss Arizona, right? The drive to get all that going, to push and succeed and be a winner.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Early life,
In Ohio, grew up in
Arizona. Her parents divorced. Okay. Her grandfather was an immigrant.
And she's still promoting this shit. Like,
okay,
what?
The things that Charlie has said about immigrants is...
It says that she was Catholic, went to soup kitchens with her mom, entered beauty pageants as a way to contribute to the community. What a weird ideology. She established her own nonprofit, Everyday Heroes Like You, to promote and highlight everyday heroes in our community. So it's like, okay, that's good, right? Like, that makes sense for some of the stuff that we were seeing. She studied political science and international relations, so she's not stupid.
She has the skill sets to go into politics.
She knows what she's doing.
Yes.
She played basketball and volleyball. And that's the Aries moon.
Aries moons, they need their physical exercise.
She won awards for that, so being good at that. Played basketball for 2 years. Miss Arizona. She won it on her 23rd birthday. Interesting. She has a master's degree and a doctorate in Christian leadership. So another positive for her political if she wants to do that. And then she's now studying for a doctorate in biblical studies. So maybe she wants to be like some kind of religious leader.
Yeah. That falls in line with what Charlie literally said, there is no separation of church and state. It's a fabrication. It's a fiction. It's not in the Constitution. It's made up by secular humans.
Yeah.
So
she has a streetwear company that she's the CEO of and a ministry project. I didn't
realize she also had a clothing brand. That probably also brings in lots of money for her too.
Mm-hmm. She's also a real estate agent in New York.
Oh my gosh, that probably brings in so much money in New York too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like she has,
like she's good with finances.
3
Why are people
businesses,
donating millions of dollars to her?
Is a real estate agent and is now a CEO of 2 businesses. She has like 2 jobs.
Yeah.
Unless she's gonna like step down from the other one that she's CEO of. I want to know what this streetwear looks like for conservative women.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm gonna get so many ads now.
No.
It's biblical. It's biblical. Everything's sold out. Oh my! An entire website is sold out. Okay,
okay,
no.
Wait.
Okay. Oh, there was a pop up. I should have read that. No, yeah, like
everything's sold out.
Yep. Entire website sold out.
What does that shirt say?
Heaven is my home.
Oh God.
So it's streetwear to proclaim your religiosity if you're Christian. You're Christian.
Okay.
One nation under God hat. Through the storm, tie-dye t-shirts. This is her other company, Bible in 365. It's like Bible in the everyday.
Oh.
They said Noah was a conspiracy theorist.
What?
This is like deep religious, like meme ideologies. I
have not once seen a person walking around LA with...
Thank God, right? Thank the same God that she worships, my goodness.
Yeah. Have you? I mean,
I don't be reading and like they have like the baby blankets. It's just like fucking weird to me. It's so trad wife.
Yeah.
And why is it like fake rainbow on these stickers?
The Lord is my shepherd.
And it's like in like a
rejoice and be glad.
The fonts are like trying to be like trendy, right?
Yeah. It's all sold out. She's probably made so much money from that in the last couple weeks. Yeah.
Wow, Tim Allen said Erika Kirk's memorial speech inspired him to forgive his father's killer 2 hours ago. The influence in the community that we were seeing.
Yeah.
Also, is Tim Allen Republican
now?
What the fuck?
I think so.
All right. Can't watch Toy Story anymore. Well, Disney's Republican as fuck. But.
It goes really deep.
Wild. Wow. Apparently Charlie was cursed. Is that because of the Etsy witches?
Yeah. Okay. That's probably what they're referring to.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
Which, I don't know about that.
Some ministry she was part of was accused of trafficking.
I mean, the church is really dark with the abuse that goes on.
I'm low-key scared to ever visit the Vatican because I'm a psychic. Like, I just feel like I'm gonna, like, fall to my knees and be like, ugh.
So much dark energy there.
Oh, yeah, dude.
It's really sad.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I feel a little sad and emotional thinking about that.
See? It's intense, right?
Yeah. So especially, like, growing up in Catholicism.
Yeah, but I mean, all those religions from their inception were just nefarious.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, so, well.
Do you want to channel Charlie?
Okay.
Do you want to? I'm not going to force you if you don't want to, because he loves, like, we're going in. Can I have some too?
Yeah.
It smells so good, y'all.
It's the best. It's the best. I love it. Alright, I'm gonna put on an oil though. Let's see what I got.
This is gonna be fun.
For who? For hoops.
Well, you don't have to channel him for long. Just like 10 minutes.
Just to tell him. And then leave.
No, I genuinely want to see if he has something to say. But if he's like, I don't want to talk to these witches.
Sucks to suck, bitch. Have Jupiter in my first house.
We invoked you, so.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay. Put some on my feet too.
Yes. Get that grounding then.
Okay. Okay, what do we want to ask him?
If there's anything he'd like to share with us, I feel like I just want to be open to listen.
I feel like going like this.
Yeah. That's where he's shot.
Yeah, interesting. Anything? I don't think he has anything nice to share. He's very angry. He's like very pissed. He's saying like, I hate you all.
Yeah, Aries rising.
I feel like he doesn't agree with our ideologies either, so he's just like, I don't agree with what you all have to say. He feels like he was a martyr. He's saying, I was a martyr. Like, and he's like hitting his chest. He's like, I'm important. I added value. Like, I feel like he's combating us. Like, he's like saying like, people like loved me. Like, I taught people. I was inspiring to people. Like, why don't you see that?
Can he not see the hate and the harm that he spewed? Does he not see it?
He's saying, like, when he said those things and when he acted, he was doing it to the best of his abilities with what he thought was true. And he, like, wholeheartedly believed in that. And I'm feeling, like, this cold sensation in the back of my shoulder. That I feel like is, like, this wound that he carried. And it's, like, still hurting. I feel like he's trying, like, when you're like, don't you realize what you did was wrong? I feel like he's trying to, like, sweep it under the rug, like, quickly pass by it. Like, this sensation of, like, doesn't everyone do bad things in their life? Doesn't everyone, like, it's like this simplifying energy to, like, brush past, like, ameliorating it. Mm-hmm. He's, like, looking for his family. He's looking for Erika. He's looking for his kids. So definitely still feels connected to them. Mm-hmm. He feels, like, very proud of his kids. I feel like he's still very staunch and stubborn in his beliefs. He doesn't, like, he's trying to align with their, like, the religious ideologies are very strong. Mm-hmm. Like, he still is like, I was doing what I told was the right thing. What I was told was the right thing.
So he really believes that it's
like following orders.
What he said around, it's God's perfect law in regards to stoning queer people to death. He really believes that?
He's like, if it's written in the book, and, like, that's what we believed in.
So he would incite violence on queer people.
He's saying he would see it as, like, following or honoring God. Like, he doesn't look at it as that. That's how he's, like, he sees it as a concept that you're upholding. so that he can remove himself from the ownership.
Does he not see how that is harmful to a whole body of people?
Yes, but he feels that he aligns more strongly with his community and keeping them safe. Because when you bring up the queer community, he's like, what about my community?
I'm sorry, Charlie, but
He called you a witch.
That is a horrible argument. Yeah. We are fucking witches.
He said witch?
Yeah.
He really, and it's literally itching me right here. I'm itching right here. Wow. Like, he feels the witches did this. So he's like, he's very like, no, he's Charlie, very charged to like talk to us.
A person from a MAGA family shot you.
He's struggling. It's like stuck here. I feel it's stuck here. He doesn't want to believe it.
It's the fucking truth. So, if you were all about
saying truth, it burns.
There you go.
It burns, yeah.
Does he feel like he was killed because he was going to push the release of the Epstein files?
He keeps saying, I know things.
What does he know about the Epstein files?
He's like, everything?
I feel like tea, Charlie.
He's saying it's very obvious.
Yeah.
It's very aware. Like, he's saying aware. He was aware of these things. And he doesn't feel safe to leave his child around Trump. There's a lot of people that he came in contact with that he didn't get good feelings from in that political landscape. And he sort of saw himself as aligning with these people gave him the platform to speak what he believed in. And he hoped that him saying his ideologies would influence people maybe towards his ideologies amongst a sea of like many things that maybe he didn't agree with or believe in. Like, he feels very, very strong about religion. Like, that feels like the most important thing for him to push and uphold is religion. Like, I feel like he lived his choices in life. He's saying, like, he made choices and decisions based on what he was taught from his religion. Like, he learned, I feel like his mother was like, he's showing if he made a mistake, he would like get corrected from his mom, and he didn't like that. I feel like that's like an inner child wound for him. And I feel like that's why he wants women to submit to him. And he promotes that ideology.
So he really is not, Charlie, you're not able to see the harm perpetuated by the church at all. Like, you don't see it even in the spirit realm.
I think he's clinging. I'm smiling because his spirit guides were showing it's going to take him some time.
Okay.
It's going to take him some time. They're like taking him and they're like, you know, like when your kid does something embarrassing, you're like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I keep seeing this bear, like a bear energy. Very stubborn. Reluctant. I feel if he, when I think about him understanding and accepting that truth that you're offering up to him, I hear just like screaming in pain, like searing pain.
It's like what we were talking about earlier, the confronting
Yeah.
that can bring up the deeper emotions.
He's like, I see one thread still holding him, and he's like fighting. He's going to have to go through a lot of things. His spirit team's like doing a press conference. They're like, he completely misunderstood what we wanted him to do in this lifetime. Although some of the things that he did, there were comic contracts for. Some of these things he needed to fulfill.
Mm-hmm.
And they're sort of saying, like, take one for the team, so maybe his death. But they want his death to serve as a purpose. They want his life to serve as a purpose. What not to do. They're saying it's delicate in the mind when you start off one way and wanting to do one thing, and then it just twists and turns, and somehow you end up here. They're using the example of Charles Manson. Some people see him as a very prolific cult leader and serial killer. But when you see interviews of him, he's like, I don't know, man. And you can see, like, he just fucking was like some like hippie who did drugs, and he got away from him. It just was like a comedy of errors in a weird way, right? Like these people that were underneath him just started acting on their own volition without, and he just was like, sure, yeah, whatever, I don't give a shit, right? And I think that yeah, they just keep showing Charlie Kirk as a bear and like this rage. He has like all this red energy around him. Yeah. And I feel he's still working through like his death. Because I even felt that in my body like multiple times. I feel like he's still working through that. Like he's like refusing to work through the other things until like his death is treated as important and reconciled. Like from the spiritual realm, not from the earth realm. And he knows that he feels like the way that they handled his death here was like he was like a monkey being paraded around. He would have preferred like just a religious traditional funeral, which maybe he got for his, not the non-public one, but he feels like the big was just not the vibe.
Yeah. And I understand all of the memes being really hurtful as well, just perpetuating more of the violence.
I think he's just very, what about me?
I feel so Aries rising.
Yeah, he doesn't believe in like astrology, so it's, I think he's saying it's positive that I'm willing to communicate with you and not believe in a lot of what you believe in.
Yeah,
I think that's a sign that he's like showing like I wouldn't have done that normally.
Well, even in his lifetime, he had debates with people of all types of belief systems, and he genuinely did live a life where that was a foundational aspect of let's have the conversation. So
yeah, and when you're talking about the debates, he feels exhausted. He feels he was trying to seek meaning but never received the meaning that he sought. Like he thought he would get something out of these things, and like like when you put so much pressure on it needing to be a certain way, it feels like he thought it would be more and he didn't feel as much. Like he doesn't understand why people don't push back as hard as he pushes. Like he wanted to feel something.
Would he have preferred to debate people maybe that were older and wiser and not just college students to maybe fulfill that?
No, I think he wanted the debates to like give him aha moments.
Is it because he wasn't willing to see anything from anyone else's perspective?
Yeah. He's showing like this stubborn aura of energy here on his head. It's like pushing. So he's
almost like looking for someone to pull him out of the ideology in a way that was profound, like a revelation.
Yeah.
but through his own stubbornness wouldn't even allow that into his field.
Yeah, he said suffering. I feel he was sort of trapped in his own ideologies. It was like suffering for him. And so it's like, if you can't beat him, join him.
Is there anything that Charlie has to say for Erika?
He was just thinking about her.
Yeah, I could feel it.
Yeah, he was showing this triangle. This, like, her energy was like this scorpionic triangle that pulled him in. He enjoys being in her presence very much. She strengthens him. As she should, is what he said. He's like, I got a winner, dude. I mean, she's like won a beauty pageant. She was a sports.
Yeah. She was older
mother.
than you, Charlie, so.
Yeah, like there was something that really drew him in about her. Like she, and I almost feel like she had a grand master plan and saw the truth and then went for it. But it feels like their relationship actually was like real. Like it feels like they genuinely would like each other's presence and like talk to each other about things, and like I see them laughing together. Like I feel like there was a deep understanding like he's showing underneath all the things. This like current that connected them and his children, right? The fact that she made these children for him, like that feels very important in his happiness towards her. He's definitely sad he's not gonna be able to, be there with them. But he's saying she's capable. She's very capable. I think she taught him a lot of things. I feel like she did teach him.
So how would he feel if in a little bit she maybe starts to date again or marry? Is it too soon, Charlie?
He's like, that's my wife. So
oh god, okay.
Like she's always gonna be my wife.
Okay.
I don't think he expects her to be a widow for the rest of her life. I feel like there's a part of him that knows that she might like remarry if it's like convenient, like if there's a reason that it suits. But he doesn't want his children to be fathered by someone else. He's not gonna like openly give her permission to remarry. He's like, I'm not gonna say.
So how would Charlie feel if his children grow up and they absolutely are just embarrassed by what their father did and said and find it hateful? How would he feel about that?
I feel like a coughing sensation in my throat. Like, I feel like he on a level, he's saying, I can't control their thoughts and what they do, and how they feel about me, posthumously. He hopes that the moments that they've had with him in their life he's saying that it allows them to see the truth of who he is and what they mean to him. And he hopes that they like remember that, and that Erika continues to share stories like that about him, so that they like that he's still in their minds as they grow up, in a positive way. He's like, yeah, I mean, if they if they don't end up liking me, like, I can't control that, right? Like,
Yeah.
I acted the way that I acted because that's what I believed in, you
Yeah,
know?
it might be
And
very disturbing for a young teenager to find out that their dad, if they got pregnant at 10 years old, would rather have them carry that baby to term if they were raped. Like, that might be very disturbing.
and he's like trying to walk it back. He's like,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, like I feel like in this realm where he's in now, like, he's seeing it's like there's like instant fact checking where he's like beginning to say, and then he's realizing, nope, I said that, that's true, you know.
Yeah,
And
he did.
I feel like a lot of what you're asking him,
Hmm.
he's like, it's like humble pie, right? Like eating humble pie, like, what else do you say? And he doesn't, it's like this strong sense in him of not wanting to speak ill of himself or what he did, and so that's why he's like quiet
He doesn't
of
want to
the
take
time.
accountability. And this
Yeah.
is exactly the wounding we were talking about. It's like
Yeah.
it starts with people taking accountability.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do that.
Yeah.
That's he's like rejecting it, pushing it away. I think
It is what it is, Charlie.
he wants to see himself as this tall, good man. He's showing this like weird like statue of him feeling heroic or patriotic or something. He's definitely like, look, both of the sides are lying, right? Like, he's saying like,
yeah,
the Republicans, like, they want a traditional old school religious political landscape, and they just need to come out and say it. And he's saying that the Democrats or the liberals or whatever you want to call them, their politicians need to be honest that they're not working, that they're not, like, he's saying like there's this gap in the liberals of like the politicians not really wanting what the people want.
100%.
And
I can see that, Charlie.
and he's saying like there needs to be honesty about that on their side. Like, he's like, we're not, like, he's sort of like, look, both of the sides are fucked, right? Like,
yeah,
there needs to be a sense of just like, let's just lay it out all on the table and just be honest about what we're here about. And I feel like that's what he feels he tried to do, was just to like be honest and share what he means, who he is, what he believes in, and he wasn't lying. And he feels like that's why people, like, he's saying, I garnered a lot of viewership, right? Like, people enjoyed it. Like, he sees himself as like a Joe Rogan, like, Trump mix or something like that. Like, it's like he felt he was speaking what people were thinking. That he was sharing honesty about what they believe in. Like, he's not seeing it as bad, like how you're like, isn't this wrong? He's just like, this is just, I'm accepting this is what I am, and I'm being honest about it. And like, I feel like that frustrates him about a lot of the things. And I think that relates to the Epstein files, right? Like, being honest about who you are. And he feels like so much of our government is built on shadows and facades and lies. Yeah. And
that's true.
That the reason why the MAGA party and the Republican Party are growing in popularity in this time is because they're being honest about what they like and what they don't like. And he feels that American people enjoy the honesty.
And people that are into white supremacy enjoy it.
Well, he's saying that like it's sort of refreshing to them after being lied to for so long. And it's like the devil you know saying. Because he feels his God that he learned about from the Bible was also painful and imperfect in the sense of like did things that humans now wouldn't find perfect. And he thinks if God can do things like telling someone to kill his son, then like it reveals a sense of reality of nature of like who we are as humans, and that maybe that is part of who we are and not a part that should be ostracized or shunned. I do see like he's still like his energy is in these like lower, he's in this lower rung of this process that he's going through. I think he's in a place where he needs to reconcile, is what his guides are saying. He needs to reconcile all these things in his life that he chose to do and uphold. But he I feel like he's still connected to these ideologies. He feels like the work that he did is like, feels like resolute about it. Like he's eluded it.
All right, Charlie.
He's like, feels like he served his country.
I think it's time to end this conversation. Thanks for chatting with us, witches.
Oh, he left my body so quickly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he was very, like, I got this sense that he was strongly holding on.
He's not, it's like, that's what makes it so
frustrating.
And
he enjoyed that we were on a podcast. He's like, ooh, I get to, like, speak my truth.
Yeah, it's why the division is going to continue, because without the accountability, how can we ultimately create unity? Like, if we are showing you the evidence that these belief systems have caused harm and you're still unwilling to even see that or feel the emotions.
I felt like I was doing this a lot.
Yeah.
And it's like, feels like sometimes people have like tells when their body is rejecting. Like he doesn't want to see. He doesn't want to see. So he's squishing his eyes a lot. Right? Like people will do nervous tics like that actually reveals how their cognitive dissonance works.
Yeah. So there's only so much that we can say to someone who is so, like you said about Charlie, trapped in these ideologies.
I think a part of him is struggling to come to terms right now. I think eventually, right? Like that's what his guides were saying. A part of him is struggling to come to terms with where he's at right now, because it's that last turning point piece that's like, now that I've died, I need to look at the truth. And we were talking about how much of that wasn't real and in what he believed in. And so it's like the last little like thread holding him before he turns. Like they were showing he needs to turn and face the reality. Yeah. And it's a lot for his soul to realize all the things that he proliferated were not really positive. And that's you think you're doing well your entire life, you know? And then you get there and you're like, what?
Yeah. Well, and because so you have so many people blowing smoke up your ass also saying that what you're doing is good and helping them. Yeah. So...
But I feel like he felt energy from people, like if it was genuine or not.
Yeah.
And he knew when he was in front of them if it was genuine or not.
Yeah.
And then he still, like, convinced himself.
Yeah.
Very interesting. He, like, didn't want to say, like, negative things about himself either. Yeah. He didn't want to admit.
He didn't want to admit.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't even imagine being his daughter and seeing what he had said on that debate. Yeah. That is so disturbing.
I feel like when you said that to him, that was, like, rough for him to hear.
Yeah. Well, so we do here on the like, Celestial Tea. We sip that tea. And I mean, I'm not coming to Charlie from a place of hate myself.
No, I didn't feel that, like, yeah. I didn't, you were literally, like, genuinely, like, bro, do you not get it? Like, what is going on in your dome?
I don't hate Charlie. I don't hate the people that supported Charlie. I genuinely would love to see a world where we can be in more unity. But if people aren't willing to take accountability, then it's, where's the way forward? How can we move forward?
Yeah. It's so crazy how intense that paradigm and that indoctrination was in him.
Yeah.
I also think he has, like, ancestors who've passed that agree with his ideology.
100%.
And I feel like that also made it harder for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this tea was a lot, y'all. So let us know how you enjoyed this episode.
Yeah.
If you liked the political side of us. I know we've definitely sprinkled in some of our political beliefs in previous episodes, but I think this is...
None of these things are separate, right? They don't exist in a vacuum.
Exactly.
Especially in this day and age.
And it's not just love and light, right? Like, as true witches, like, we are willing to look at
darkness
what
and
is
hate.
painful. What is painful.
Yeah.
And have these discussions. Because it just baffles me how many people in the spiritual community have fallen down this alt-right pipeline.
Well, like, and it allows them to cling to their white privilege without confronting their guilt and their choices and their conditionings. Yes. It aligns, it's an easier path for them to find alignment through. It's like, it's the cognitive dissonance. If I can yes and my beliefs and not have to tear down my belief system and create from scratch, I will.
They don't even acknowledge that they have white privilege.
Yeah.
That's like not even something that...
Yeah. So these people benefit from that, though. They benefit from it the most. So it's like, there's a lot of that in the community.
Yeah.
It's dying off, though, I feel.
And I feel like that's why, for us as practitioners, it is important for us to speak out and share our hearts on this. Like, because we truly, at the end of the day, are leaders in this realm, in the spiritual realm. So we want to continue moving from this place of authenticity. So, yeah, if you enjoyed sipping this celestial tea, let us know.
Everyone's like, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, it was
emotionally exhausted. Yeah. That was wild that I felt that thing in my neck, though.
I was feeling it, too.
It was, like, burning kind of wild.
Yeah, it was a lot in the throat chakra, because he used a lot of his throat chakra in this lifetime.
It's like obliterated it.
So
it feels rough in my throat. Maybe that's why I also wasn't saying a lot.
Yeah.
Because maybe like Spirit was like, be careful what you say. Like, because I felt like when he first came on, he was like, I don't fucking like y'all. I don't align with y'all. You know, like
which.
Yeah, that was funny as fuck.
Like, no, Charlie, we don't care enough to fucking put a hex on you. Like, genuinely. Like,
I've definitely asked for all these people to die.
See, this is where we differ. We had an episode about that where I said, like, it's not my karmic responsibility to hex anyone. It's just not. I don't care enough.
I feel like it's part of the tapestry that we weave to create change.
Yeah. My way that I create change is by being grounded and embodied in my healing. And if I can support other people on their healing journey, that does ripple out. So that's my approach.
Yeah, I do that too.
Yeah.
But like, there's other, I don't know.
Everyone has their role.
I don't like hardcore hex people.
Yeah.
I mean, except for the one that I talked about, but like, because you have to consistently feed that.
Yeah.
And then like
go back and listen to that episode, y'all, if you haven't. That is
I don't even remember what we were
story.
Talking about on that. I don't even know which one it is.
Oh my gosh, yeah, what were we talking about on that episode? It was one of our earlier ones.
Just listen to all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got
a
lot of
It was before the rebrand.
That was when on the Sorcerers.
Yeah, that was before the rebrand.
Yeah. I love our rebrand. The Celestial Tea feels so much more our vibe. Yeah.
It's cute. It's a vibe.
All right, y'all. Thanks for sipping on this Celestial Tea with us.
I love that I have my like trans t-shirt.
Hell yeah.
The whole time we were doing this episode.
Protect the dolls, baby. Let's go.
All right.
Bye, y'all. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Celestial Tea Podcast.
If you enjoyed our hot takes and breakdowns, please leave us a 5-star review wherever you stream, share with your friends and fam, and follow us on all the socials.
Let us know if there is a pop culture icon or a phenomenon that you want us to look at next. Tune in next week for another piping hot cup of celestial tea. Cute.